Hello, ladies and gents, and happy week 6 of English 410. We're halfway through. Bravo! We're feeling excited. It's a good thing. We're enjoying the beautiful sunshine. Our spirits are lifted. It's fantastic. This week, we are starting our review of sources. And this is building on the work on our annotated bibliography. So last week's announcement video, remember I said, start with the annotated bib, and then we're going to discuss more about those sources the following week in the review of sources. Well, here we are in the following week with the review of sources. It's very exciting how it all builds on each other. So the review of sources takes your annotated bibliography to the next level. And so I want to talk a little bit about this assignment real quick. You will be working on it all week, which is exciting. You're going to be looking at how effective the sources are that you found for your annotated bibliography. So using the information from your annotated bib, you write a review of sources, which will then be incorporated into your proposal for the management investigative report, which is in the coming weeks. So remember how each of our assignments builds to create this beautiful MIR report at the end of the quarter? Here is yet another stone in that structure we're creating. So sometimes it may feel like this class is a little piecemeal, like there's different pieces and we're not sure how they connect. By the time we get to the MIR, you'll see how all those pieces work together to create this cohesive whole, which is the MIR document. So it's going to be really cool to see how all of these bits, all these ideas, all this research, all this work comes together in a really meaningful way. So we've got some templates for you to help you as you get started with the review of sources. But in a nutshell, the review of sources is a discussion of the research information you found. So we want to answer these 7 questions about our annotated bibliography, basically. So what's an important theoretical model that's been discussed? What's some compelling research findings that pertain to management and or communication practices? What are some trends we're seeing? What are examples of successes or failures? What innovative techniques or approaches are being discussed or utilized? Is there any conflicting information or suggestions in the research? Which of your sources do you think is most reliable? And then a discussion of other key findings. So what we're going to be trying to do in 2 or more pages is to compile, summarize, and synthesize information from the 10 sources in our annotated bibliography. So I do have some samples of this. If you're like, well, that sounds like very meta. How do we make that actually happen? I'm so glad you asked. Bravo for the excellent critical thinking questions. I have that to help you here. So in the review of sources samples, we have 2 documents here. So here's the sample annotated bibliography. And then here's the sample review of sources for that specific annotated bibliography. So you're going to want to take a look at both of these documents and see how they work in conjunction with each other to create an effective look at the research and an analysis and synthesis of how useful that research might be and any potential issues that may have come up regarding the topic. So check out the sample annotated bib and then look at the sample review of sources. It might help to open up 2 windows on your computer and look at these side by side as one method of kind of examining the material and seeing how it interacts with each other. But just to give you a little preview on the format and all that good stuff, I do want to pull this up. So it is modified APA style. You've got your last name and page number, all your information here, and then you can keep these headers. So 2.0 is an overview of current management theory. The reason we've got these labeled this way is that this is how they're going to go into your MIR document. So we're pre-labeling so that when we assemble the MIR, we'll be good to go. So here is the overview of the theory that we found in the annotated bib. And then here's the review of sources where we're going to discuss all those bullet points from the prompt. We are going to include some figures that we found in our documents or figures that we feel like would be particularly useful regarding this topic. So that is how your review of sources should look. Nice sample for you to get you going as you begin this project. And that's what we're working on this week. So really we are just synthesizing the information we found in the annotated bib. So last week was research heavy. This week is critical thinking heavy. We've already done the legwork. Now we're going to do that cerebral work as we try and make sure that all of our sources are going to serve a very strong purpose in our writing. And that's what we're doing. It's exciting. It'll be great. We get to synthesize, we get to think critically, we get to analyze, we get to pick things apart and put them back together, all good stuff. So you're going to be working on the review of sources this week. As always, if you have any questions, reach out. I'm here to help. You've made it through the halfway point. Keep up the excellent work.